Hi everybody, Mia is with me tonight. Actually, it's still the morning, but you're gonna get this a little bit later. We want to read to you today. We're gonna post it later. We're not gonna post it right now. The Legend of the Candy Cane. This story is by Lori Wahlberg and it's illustrated by James Bernandin. All right, this is a great story. Mia, you want to show them what a candy cane looks like? Some of you have never ever seen what a candy cane looks like. Just kidding, you probably have. Well, we're going to tell you so many cool things about the candy cane. And honestly, until I read this book, I didn't even think of all of them. So here it goes. Right? I didn't. Legend of the Candy Cane. One dreary evening. Look how dreary that evening was. One dreary evening in the depths of November, a stranger rode into town. He stopped his horse in front of a lonely storefront. The windows were boarded shut and the door was locked. But the man looked at it and smiled and said, "It will do." What do you think he meant by that, Mia? It will do. What is he going to do with this store? Shh, don't tell him. All through the gray, short days and the long, dark nights of November, the man worked. Look how hard he's working. He is working so hard. The townspeople could hear him hammering and the snish, snish, snish of his saw. They could smell the sweet scent of pine and wood and oil. But no one knew who this man was or what he was doing. So it's a bit of a mystery. I love mysteries.
On the back that has
Does? Oh, Mia wants you to see the back. She said there's lots of things. That's the cover of the book. And then the back of the book, there's some yummy candy canes. Okay, so the mayor, Mia, he hoped he was a doctor to heal his illness. The young wives hoped he was a tailor to make some new dresses. And the farmer hoped he was a trader to exchange their grain for goods. But the children had the strongest, deepest wish of all. A wish they did not tell their parents. A deep, quiet, secret wish that none of them said out loud. Boys and girls, what do you think the children were wishing for? What do you think they were wishing for?
Maybe they were candy.
For candy of some sort? Yeah, let's see. But one small girl, just like this beautiful small girl, she watched and wondered and waited and wished longer than she could stand. And one day, she knocked at the stranger's door and she said, "Hello, my name is Lucy. Do you need some help?" So look at this cute little girl. She's knocking at his door. Her name is Lucy and she wants to help. So the man smiled warmly and nodded. And then he opened the door and Lucy stepped inside. Inside, she saw a long counter and bare shelves filled the opposite walls. In the back were dozens and dozens of barrels and crates. "Could you help me unpack?" the man asked. So there's Lucy, and she can't wait to help and see what she can do. Lucy's heart sank at the sight of all those boxes. What if they were only barrels of nails and bags of flour? But she removed her dripping boots and hung her coat on a peg. "Please open it," the man urged. See, so Lucy is ready. She hung up her coat and she's gonna get busy. Slowly, Lucy put her hand into the box and pulled out an object wrapped in tissue. Round and heavy, it almost slipped through her fingers. Lucy trembled a little as she unwrapped it. Uh-oh, let's see what she finds, Amelia. It was a glass jar. Lucy gave the man a puzzled look. "Go on," his nod said. So she unpacked another glass jar, and another, and another. Soon they were surrounded by jars of all sizes, jars with lids and jars without. "Now," the man said, "for something to put inside." And he pulled over a huge crate stamped with a strange word. Boys and girls, that word is confections. Lucy unpacked, her eyes lit up. It was candy, her favorite candy, gumdrops. Try some, the man said. She popped one in her mouth, and now she could hardly unwrap fast enough. Peppermint sticks, taffy, lollipops, chewing gum. Oh, wide-eyed, she looked at the man. We wish, Lucy said. Yes, I know, said the man. And here it is. Welcome to Sunman's Candy Store. I am John Sunman. He's the owner of the store. So soon, the small store was filled with candies gleaming in their glass jars. Raspberry suckers and tiny lemon drops, brightly colored jawbreakers, and long tangles of Mrs. McInerney's favorite, licorice. Pink and white peppermints for church, and butterscotch balls for company. Then in the very last package, in the very last crate, was a candy Lucy had never seen before. Mia, show them. Show them what candy was inside that she had never seen before. It's this one. Do you want to show them? Hold it up. Lucy had never seen this red and white candy stick with a crook on the ends. What is this? Lucy asked. She had never seen one before. This, Sunman explained. Oh, Mia, hold it upside down.
Oh.
Like this.
This?
Yeah. This, he explained, is a very special Christmas candy. Why, Lucy asked. Tell me, Mr. Sunman said. What letter does it look like? What letter, Mia?
A J?
A J, yes, said Mr. Sunman. J is for Jesus, who was born on...
October 3rd?
No, not October 3rd, Christmas Day.
Oh.
Mia, we should have prepped. Christmas Day. Oh, Mia, October 3rd. Where did you even get that date from? Okay, so now turn your candy cane upside down, Mia. Now the other way. Nope, that's the J. Now turn it the other way. Yep. Now what does this remind you of? Look at the shepherds.
Candy cane.
Lucy turned the candy in her hand. She peered down intently. I know, she said. It's like a shepherd's staff. Who were the first people to find out about Jesus' birth? Shepherds in the field, Lucy answered, watching their flocks by night. She is so smart, Mia. But Mr. Sunman said, oh, this part is sad, Mia. What are the stripes for? Lucy wanted to know. The man's eyes grew sad. The prophet Isaiah said, by his stripes we are healed. Before he died on the cross, Jesus was whipped. He bled terribly. The red reminds us of his suffering and his blood. But, Mr. Sunman continued, the candy is also white. You see the white on the candy cane? Mia, put the white closer. Like, put the candy cane closer. Yeah, there you go. When Mr. Sunman continued, the candy is white as well. Okay, Mia, very good.
Okay.
When we give our lives to Jesus, his blood washes away our sins, making us white and pure as snow. That, he said, is the story of the candy cane. Is it a secret? Lucy wanted to know. It's a story that needs to be told. Will you help me share it? You think Lucy's going to help Mr. Sunman?
I don't know. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. It was now the depths of December. The town was whipped round by blizzard winds. Boys and girls, we just had a blizzard, right? That's why we're here home today. For days, the sun hid itself, but every morning, Mr. Sunman and Lucy ventured out. They wore heavy coats, they had scarves on and their mittens, and they each had a special bag. They went to every house in town. They traveled to every farm and country. They knocked on every door, and they told the story. And then they left a small gift, probably a candy cane, and they gave an invitation. On the afternoon of Christmas Eve, whoa! The sun finally broke through the clouds and Sunman's Candy Store officially opened. Wow, what a great day to open on Christmas Eve. The mayor came, the farmers came, and the women came. Everyone filled the candy store. The children ran in dizzy circles. Yes, their wish had come true. Yes, they had come to share in the opening of the candy store. But they shared something more, something bigger and better. On that Christmas Eve, they shared the story of the candy cane. They told of the miracle of Christ's birth, the misery of his death, and the mercy of his love. Boys and girls, did you love the legend of the candy cane? And my wonderful guest reader was Amelia, and she did such a good job. Boys and girls, I'm wishing you the best snow day ever, and I hope to see you all tomorrow at school. Bye.
Don't you dare.